We know it seems complicated, but it isn't. And we know it's hard for you to say, I just want to do what feels good, because sometimes you feel that as a mother, you're required to do things that you don't really want to do. And you live in a real world, and so do your children. And they can't just go around just only doing what they want to do. Or can they? They just can't go running around doing only what they want to do, because sometimes you got to do things that you don't want to do. So you want to know what we think about that? We say, if you want to do it. And if you don't want to do it and you need to do it, find a way to want to do it before you do it. Find the path of least resistance in it. And sometimes that takes a little while. Esther wants to be here more than life itself. This is life to her. Does she want to get on Southwest Airlines? Not really. Not really. She'd rather drive. But it's a long way from there to here. And so what's the path of least resistance? 2 hours on the airplane or 3 days on the road? You see what we're getting at? And so she makes a list. The morning she flew, in fact, Southwest Airlines, and she made a list of positive aspects. A list of positive aspects. Because she wanted to be in sync with what she was going to do. She knew she was going to fly. She wanted to line up with what she was going to do. Now, if she couldn't line up with it, we'd encourage her not to get on the plane, because it's going to crash.
Oh.
But if she can line up with it with a few simple things like, I so appreciate that business that has those planes in flight. I appreciate their organization and the way they line things out. I appreciate the fact that they're going to so many places that I want to go. I really appreciate the fact that this is a direct flight. I love flying with Michelle, who is so light and happy and nice to be with. I like the opportunity of stepping into this moment in time, this now, where I can rendezvous with things that are a surprise and delight. I adore getting out where people are. Do you know that that plane was coming to Orlando? Do you know what that means? Do you know how many happy children were on that airplane? It was the happiest bunch of passengers that Esther has been around in a long time. They were dancing, they were happy, they were eager. They were flying, and Esther thought, no one's crying. It was a really wonderful, happy, good time. A time so good that Esther was glad that she didn't miss it, and really glad that she didn't drive it. Sorry, John, he drives everywhere. He brings all the stuff with him. Esther's appreciating it. He likes to drive. New van, good new van, huh? Yeah. You can bring yourself into alignment. And if you can't bring yourself into alignment, then don't push forward. And don't try to wring the good out of something by making yourself do it. And teach your children through the clarity of your example.